I do not know what the developer is smoking, but hey, I want some too, because the update is still not live, but there's been again a bunch of changes in the beta, so let's go through all of these quickly. And the good news is that the military band female promotion that was supposed to give more basically free wave skips for pay-to-win users has been cancelled, so that is not coming to the official game version, so I guess that is a win. But instead we are getting this exact thing that you can see on the screen right now. Yeah, that is Devil Horn plus 5, a new tier for the Devil Horn, which compared to the Devil Horn plus 4, the old max setting, will increase the monster power to 275%, more zombies to 175%, and monster all resistances to plus 90%. Alrighty, let's give this new Devil Horn a go. So this is my main account's main build that I'm currently running on the live servers. So let's see how my build goes against this Devil Horn plus 5 in here. And we'll see how this will go. Okay, maybe that was just bad luck. Let's try again. Wow, okay. Yeah. Well, let's see. I'm using the horn, the 10% horn as well, so that makes things harder. Let's try that one, but with the power cloud to make us stronger. And also, let's just try the sharp arrow as well to give us more crit chance, mainly for my heroes, so now we are more powerful. Let's try again. How will this go? Let's see. So this will give us 6 waves if we can complete... If we can complete that one, yeah. We are not winning this wave. We are not winning Devil Horn plus 5 with my current build. There are the results of these failed attempts, as you can see. The main reason for that is most likely the monster all resistances. Plus 90% is insane increase from the Devil Horn plus 4, which is plus 50%. And I will demonstrate this to you because this mainly affects like crowd control. So let's go in here. In here we have my Giant Ogre as a demonstrator. So we have Giant Ogre that has a built-in knockback and stun effect when I cast him. And in the skill tree, I have this node in here, which will give 50% increased knockback for that skill. So we will try this first with Devil Horn plus 1, and then with Devil Horn plus 5, and you will see the difference. So let's go. Devil Horn plus 1. I will wait for the monsters to come a little bit, like over here or something, and now I will cast him. You can see the monsters got pushed back nicely and crewed up nicely in there. Okay. Let's go to Devil Horn plus 5. So now the monster resistance is plus 90%. And let's do the same thing. I'm gonna wait for a while for the monsters to walk over here. And now when I cast him, they don't even care. They literally don't even care about that. So that means that all of the crowd control we have, stun, knockback, slow, freeze, the enemies won't care at all about those with 90% resistance. So that will be that will be really, really, really tough for sure. Basically, the only means of crowd control with that is body blocking, and that's kind of yikes. So either that has to be maybe adjusted a little bit, or maybe this will be the new pay-to-win thing that only pay-to-win users can use, because that's just insanely hard. Or maybe we just have to figure out a complete new type of meta with just insane amount of damage dealers so we can destroy everything before they reach our castle. But yeah, that sounds really, really, really scary. And that's not all that's making things harder in this beta, because right now in this beta there is now a max of plus 25 E-lines that can be applied into your build. So if you have, even if you have more than 25 cooldown skill level plus 1 lines, for example, you can only make use of 25 of them at max. So that makes, for example, for my build, I have 1 less basically CDE in effects right now that I have in the live version. So my pure resist cooldown is higher. So that kind of nerves every single late game build because of this max of 25, which is kind of weird. Because the towers still can't use E-lines in this beta. I'm not sure if they are supposed to do so, but at least they don't work in the beta currently. If they did work, that maybe this would make more sense, but right now this is just giving us the hardest difficulty Devil Horn update maybe ever, and also nerfing every single endgame build by adding a cap of plus 25. That sounds really, really, really unfortunate combination. Plus 30 plus might maybe be okay, but plus 25 is just insanely hard. So that basically means that unless you have insane luck with your DCD IQ staffs, you're just going to be having a higher cooldown pure without with this update, which just sounds really bad to me. But there's also been some changes to towers once again. So first of all, in the skill tree, the tower section in the skill tree currently looks like this. So there's no more of the property nodes that you can activate. So there's just the orb slot, the B grade item slot, and A and S grade item slots. So you just have to activate these or use the tower rune that still exists from the expert dungeon. So that you can equip L or E tier items for your towers. And you just have to have these on. And the towers can use more lines now than what they were able to before. As the skill tree description says, bonus gold +1 and crowd control stats do not apply. I'm not sure why bonus gold +1, because none of the E-lines seems to work in beta. Maybe they are supposed to work, I don't know, but right now they don't. However, when you look at the item lines like this currently, you can see that there are some lines that are grayed out, so that those lines won't work for the towers, but the ones that are like on normal color, they would work on the towers. And that means that, for example, critical chance will work for the towers now. So that's an improvement. Now the towers can also make use of critical chance lines. And also some of the red lines at least work. So the area skill damage line still works for the Thornworm. However, one new thing, which is cool kinda I guess, is that the Chain Lightning now works for the Thunder Tower. Sadly there is no Chain Lightning bow, but for the accessory you can get +2 Chain Lightning from that. And for example, the +1 summoned unit line does work for the barracks, so you can get 2 more militias from the barracks if you want that. So that's a little bit more maybe bodies for you if you use barracks to body block the enemies. So those are cool changes. Also the red cooldown lines do work, but I guess that's it pretty much. And these changes are, I think, supposed to be the same for Town Archers as well. So this section will maybe be changed in the actual game version to similar to the tower section as well. So you won't have to activate the properties again. And also, the Town Archers can now make use of critical chance lines. So Town Archers can use crit chance lines in the beta currently. So this is an improvement for the Town Archers, a nice change. The +1 arrow line does not work, at least right now in the beta for the Town Archers. So red lines still, apart from the cooldown line, don't work. Sadly, that would be probably way too OP. +1 arrow for Town Archers, but it doesn't work in beta right now. But critical chance works. You can see in here we have critical chance of 110%. If I change to another set of items that doesn't do anything, then we have 106%. So you can see that when I have this 4.3% crit chance, it's actually applied in here. So crit chance lines now work on Town Archers. So that's also a cool thing. But still, that Devil Horn level, the new Devil Horn level with that resistance level is just completely insane. I'll have to check if I can adjust my build in a way that I can actually beat it with my gold power and my items and so on. But right now that was a complete massacre. However, let's finish this with a positive change. One thing that I like very much is that there's a change to your avatar changing system right now. So instead of just the random version that we had, we now have the random version in here in the middle as this dice icon. And also, apart from this, we now have the arrows to the left and right. And when you do this, it just goes through every hero on the list from the top to the bottom in an order. And it goes through every promotion for that hero. So if you want to have some certain hero promotion as your avatar, you can just click the arrow as long as you hit that correct avatar. So I think this is a really, really pleasant quality of life change, because it makes finding the right avatar much easier. It's completely useless feature, but I feel it's a cool feature to have. So when I end this video with that, what do you think about this third version of the beta? Hit me with your best comment. What do you think? Your honest thoughts.